Hi loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you are new here, my name is Bantu, just a Bantu. You can follow me on Instagram at just a Bantu, TikTok just a Bantu, all the amazing stuff. I really wanted to change my lifestyle. I just sat down one day and realized the way I'm living my life is not the best way to live it. Let me just start from the top. When COVID came, I think a lot of us became homebodies and we were working from home, we were staying in the house and all that. So what happened to some of us, I included, I'll speak for myself in this context, I included is I started eating like more junk food kind of. Normal me used to like try to eat healthy food, but like 2020 to 2022 what happened is I got myself surviving on soda and mkate and all that good stuff. Soda, mkate, takeouts, I rarely cooked. Of course even now I rarely cook, but I just used to eat too much junk food. Eating junk food is not bad, but what I did is I was eating too much of it. So fast forward to 2022. 2022, when I went to Norway to visit my fiance, I kind of also got into a very bad habit. Everywhere we used to go, we used to drive. I never used to walk. Like the only walking I used to do was going from the kitchen to the toilet, from the toilet to the sitting room to the bedroom, you get the gist, or to the car. Like I never used to walk. This is coming from someone who alikuwa amezoea kutembea. I'm in Isili every day, I'm in River Road, I'm in Du Bois, I'm walking, I have a gunia on my head. Like I just had a very complete change of lifestyle when I went to Norway. Having a bad lifestyle and me making bad decisions was my partner and I, we love chocolate. We really love chocolate, so we like used to eat chocolate every other day. Like if we're driving, we have a chocolate to eat it. And Norwegian chocolates are big. If you've seen them, the Norwegian chocolates are so big. So like we used to eat that. We're eating ice cream. Remember, this is someone who's not moving, so I feel like all this, when you combine it, I just gained weight. I gained weight, and the thing is, when I started gaining weight, I loved it. Because remember, I've been skinny all my life. I've been skinny. If you watch like videos of me from 2-3 years ago, I used to complain how skinny I am and how I wanted to like have bigger arms, and you know, I was just so skinny. So I loved the weight I'm gaining. I was loving it. I was like, okay, look, come through thick arms, okay. Because the thing is, when I started gaining weight initially, all the weight was going to the ass and the thighs. So fast forward to when I was coming back from Norway, I just came back and I was trying to wear the clothes I used to wear. They were not like fitting right. I was like, okay, I have a cup of tea, like, you know, like what's that? It didn't bother me so much, but it started eating into me because people are constantly asking if I'm pregnant. Of course, they started asking this like around 2021, but I don't know why. Like at this point, it was just eating onto me. Like, do I really look pregnant? Because you see, when you look at yourself, you don't see that. But everyone constantly asking. I'm like, what made you think I'm pregnant? They're like, oh, your stomach, your what? So I was like, wait a minute. Long story short, people need to stop asking people if they're pregnant. Trust you me, if I was pregnant, I'd not need you to confirm or here's the thing, for the most part, I love how my body look. I really do love it. But now it got to a point whereby I realized if I continue living the way I'm living, I will not be happy with the life I'll have at 40 or at 50. And 2 of 10, 20 years from now will not be happy with the decisions Bantu of now is making. So I just decided, like, I really want a lifestyle change. I really want to try it. So I did start a little bit of it while I was in Norway. This time I was in Norway from January to March. So I did start a little bit. I tried to stop eating early, but I was still not walking. I was still just at home. In case you follow me on Instagram, you know my partner was sick for the most part of that 3 months. So I was trying to be at home and trying to be there for him and all that. You understand? So the thought of joining the gym like just never occurred. By the time he was starting to feel a little bit better, I had like 2 weeks left. So I was like, I'm not paying 700 kron or around 8,000 for a gym membership for me to just go for 2 weeks. So the thing is, when immediately I landed in Kenya, I first went to see my sister in Nakuru and see my nephews because I had missed them and all that. But trust you me, the day I came from Nakuru, that same day I left Nakuru, I think at around 8-9 o'clock. I was in I left Nakuru at around 11 o'clock, somewhere there, and I was in Nairobi by around almost 3 o'clock. So first thing I did even before coming home is I went looking for a gym membership. So I just drove into this mall. I didn't know if they had a gym. I had googled when I was in Norway. I had googled gyms around this area, so I had seen a couple of them. So I went to, in case you don't know, I went to TRM. I went to TRM, that's where I go to the gym, Afrofit. So I went to TRM and I just asked them if they have a gym. So I asked the soldiers down there. Remember, I've not been in Kenya for like 3 months, in Nairobi. I've not been around for 3 months plus. So I just asked them, do you have a gym? I didn't know that they had just opened a gym early March. A gym, Afrofit gym had opened. So I went up, it's on 2nd floor. So I asked them like, hey, you have a gym, like can I tour? Because I really want a gym where you have a lot of equipment and I can just use an equipment without someone standing there and trying to wait for me to finish the gym, the equipment or the machine. So anyway, long story short, I toured the gym, I talked to her, and she told me the rates and everything, and then I told her, okay, I'll tell you about it tomorrow. But then as I was walking to the car, I was just like, no, Michelle, if you go home without paying for this gym membership, you continue postponing. So I just went back and I told her, hey, I'm paying for the gym for the next 3 months. That's my commitment. If I pay for the gym for the next 3 months, I know I'll come to the gym. Anyway, I paid for the gym. The following day I was in the gym in the morning. The thing is, I tried to go to the gym for 21 days every day. Out of the 21 days, I missed 1 day. This 1 day is because I really had bad cramps, so I just could not do it. I just wanted to sleep. Other than that, so the first lifestyle change that I made is I started the gym and I told myself I just want to do 21 days of treadmill. 21 days of treadmill. I didn't want to look at the other gym equipment. I don't know how to use those gym equipments. I don't know how to use them at Asahi. But for the first 21 days, I just wanted to use the treadmill. So using the treadmill, the whole point was I wanted to like work up my what is it called, like my heart, my lungs, my, you know, just so that they can pump blood, because this is someone who hasn't worked for 3 months plus. They were like a little bit comfortable, they were eating a lot of junk food, they didn't have a lot of self-control. So I just wanted to use the treadmill for 21 days, and for 21 days I tried to walk. I initially started with doing it for 20 minutes because that's when I felt like, wow, nimechoka. So for 20 minutes, and then I went and started increasing the time, and then after that I started like doing more research and finding out how to properly use the treadmill, and I came across the 12-3-30 treadmill workout. It's on TikTok, you can check it out. It's like you incline the treadmill at 12 at 12 inclination, 3 kilometers per hour, or no, we use kilometers per hour, so I think it's 3 miles per hour. So in Kenya you have to change it to 4 point something there for it to be kilometers per hour, and you do it for 30 minutes. Now I've never been comfortable doing 12 incline for 30 minutes, but I try and push myself to as far as I can come to 12 inclination. If I can incline it at 12 and do it for 5 minutes, I'm good to go. But I try and increase the incline, like nitaishukisha, I'll take it down to around 10, 9. I mostly play with 9, 8. That's why I'm very comfortable doing the 4.8, and I don't feel like I'm straining my body too much. So I did that for 21 days and I watched what I was eating. I tried, and I only have 1 meal per day. 1 meal per day, that means I only eat lunch stroke supper once. I combine it most of the time, that is. So this is what I do, let me tell you. I try and have breakfast at around 9 o'clock, 10, somewhere there, because I rarely feel hungry in the morning unless I'm at home in Nakuru. But when I live by myself, I rarely feel hungry. So like I just wake up, drink a lot of water. By the time I start feeling hungry, I'll either have oats. Most of the time I have oats, or yeah, so before I go to what I eat, but I just mostly have oats and breakfast at 9, 10, and then I'll try and eat some fruits in between there if I feel hungry. And then I try and eat again around 3, 4 o'clock, latest 5. I try and reduce my carbohydrate intake. So the thing is, I reduced my carbohydrate intake because I know I used to eat a lot of chipo, a lot of mchele. You know how we eat like mchele ni hivi and then maharagwe, like you put a little bit of stew. So now I really am conscious because I only eat two, what is it called, at most 2 spoons, serving spoons, but mostly I do 1.5 serving spoon of rice. My ugali is so small. I've increased my vegetable intake. I eat a lot of white meat, so a lot of chicken. I try and eat a lot of that. I've reduced my red meat intake. And the thing is, I saw so many videos, trust me, I've watched so many videos about people losing weight and everything, but I decided to follow the path where I'm still allowed to eat junk food. I'm still allowed to take sugar. I just try and reduce my sugar intake. This video feels like it's all over the place, but that is the decision I made. I decided that I'm allowed to eat junk food, but I limit it to maybe like 2-3 times in the week, you know, 2-3 max. But most of the time I do 1 time in the week. So I do it like 1 time in the week. I'm allowed to eat it. I just try and eat a small quantity. Like niache kukula ni kama it's the last meal I'm eating. So that's one of the things I did. And then I increased my water. I drink a lot of water. So what happened is for those 21 days, every day I did walk above 7,000 steps. But there were days where I was able to walk up to 12,000, 11,000 just by the treadmill. The days I didn't go to the gym, I made sure I go for a walk every evening. I go for a walk in the evening around 6, 7, or I go for a walk very early in the morning before the sun is too hot, because I don't like walking in the sun. The sun just drains me in a way that I don't want. So in order for me to enjoy the walk, I'll go for a walk in the evening or early in the morning just before the sun gets super hot. So by walking for those 21 days, now it's almost like, now it's been more than 30 something days, yeah, because after the 21 days I had to go see my grandmother, so I had to travel to Shago. I just came back the other day, literally juicy. Yeah, I came back juicy from Shags, seeing my grandmother, yeah, going to Ebuye, Busia, like I did the whole like tour, Kisumu, Nakuru. So I had to, like, I took a break, but during these days I was still trying to walk. I was trying to make the best decisions. Like, I'm trying to drink a lot of water. You see, it's just trying, because at the end of the day I realized I just have a bad relationship with food. I don't know when to say no. And I used to make a joke of this when I was younger. I used to say, guy, miss shibangi, but it's not a joke anymore. Like, now that I'm older, I'm realizing that's very toxic, and it's true. Me was shibi, like I can eat and eat and eat and I just don't get full. So like now I'm trying to make more better. I'm trying to be more conscious and realizing, okay, you can't eat all this, you can't eat the whole day. Just because you're home, you're eating and snacking and constantly going to the fridge and you know all that. You just change your brain. So like I said, it's an addiction. For me, it was an addiction. I didn't have control. I can't survive without eating. Like I can't survive without just constantly. So I am winning myself off, and I know if I had told myself I have to go cold turkey, like I'm not allowed to eat pizza, I'm not allowed to eat chicken, I'm not allowed to eat milkshakes, I knew if I did that I'd hate the whole thing and I'd not want to do it. So the thing is, like I said, I'm just trying to make a more conscious decision to eat smaller quantities and to regulate myself. Long story short, that I've just been trying to calorie deficit. I know by eating only 2 meals, I am definitely eating less than what my body is burning by walking and doing all that. So the next stage for me is I want to incorporate a little bit of more workouts, so weights and everything. I want to try and do them slowly. And then I forgot to mention, while doing the treadmill, I was also doing the Stairmaster and the, what is it called, Iakusia spin class cycle. So I used to do those two. So the Stairmaster, I felt like it was good for my cardio, because like my heart I used to sweat. Up until I joined the gym, I never knew that I could sweat like that, but I used to sweat. I used to sweat so much. But now that I have done that for like a month and I've realized I have the discipline, I've come up with a routine, I now have like a good understanding of how things go. Now I just want to try and reduce, because in the beginning I used to go to the gym every day, Monday to Monday, no days off. And if there was a day off, I'm going for a walk in the evening. I have to get in those 7,000 steps. So now that I feel like I have that routine and I've reduced, okay, before you go there, now that I feel I have that routine, I feel like I can reduce the number of days I go to the gym. I try and go now 5 days or 4 days in the week, and just have some days off for resting. Yeah, so what happened is I noticed some change in my waist. I'm going to stand up and show you at the end of the video. This is how my waist currently looks. I'm very happy with it. I still feel like I have some fat to lose here. I noticed some change in the waist. When I started working out the first day I went to the gym, my waist was like 37 point something, almost 38. That's the biggest my waist has ever been. So all of my trousers were not fitting. Everything was like not fitting. But I decided to not weigh myself in this process. I just decided I don't want to, because I tried doing it like the first day I joined the gym. I already knew I'm up 88 to 90 kilos, but I tried weighing myself after a week of going to the gym and I was still the same. So I started getting angry and I was like, shit, what's this? One of the things I decided I'm going to do to track my progress will be taking pictures. I try and take a picture every day when going to the gym. I opened a private Instagram account where only I have access to it, where daily I post like how many steps I've walked, what I ate, how much water I drank, and a picture of myself that day. So it's like an online diary. And yeah, and then once in a while I take measurements of my waist, my thighs, yeah, just so that I can see. So far in the 30 plus days or the 21 days I walked, I only noticed a difference in my waist, because it went from 37.5 to currently I am at 32. So like that's a solid 5 inches lost in the waist. I can genuinely see the difference in how my body looks. And when I went back to Nakuru, everyone was like, wow, you look so different, we can see a difference. And I don't think most of them knew I was even going to the gym, but they were like, oh, you look so different compared to how you looked like 21 days ago when you were around. So that felt very good that people were noticing the difference. Like I said, I won't weigh myself. I just feel like I don't want to weigh myself. I feel like if I'm doing everything good and I'm doing everything consistent, I'll lose weight, right? I try and not take measurements every day, because every day is different. Sometimes I'm going to the gym in the morning, in the evening. So, but I try just every other day, I just take measurements, post it on that Instagram and go. But then I rarely go to look at how many inches was I yesterday. No, I just go. I just post and go. Yeah, so that's some of the things that happened. One of the most visible things that I can notice is the fact that I used to have a potty that was like sitting on my thighs when I sit down, and now I feel like the potty has like gone away a little bit. I still have some small potty, but I feel like with time, I'll definitely, when I start like with the weights and everything, I know I'll see a difference. And the biggest difference for me that I'm so proud of is this top. This top could not fit me like, so this top could not fit me when I came from Norway like a month ago. So but now I feel like I can close it comfortably without struggling. I was struggling to close this top, so I'm happy for that. Yeah, so I think that's all that happened. I'm so proud of me. I didn't know I could do this consistently, but I'm just doing a lifestyle change. I'm doing a lifestyle change, and I think I will really appreciate this now that I've started it and I have discipline. It's trickling down to other aspects of my life. My mental health has been off for the last 3 years. My mental health has been off. My overthinking, my anxiety, I rarely get anxious nowadays. Like I used to get so anxious driving, because especially if there are a lot of cars on the road. Like there were those days where I just be so anxious. I feel like it's crippling my mind. So I feel like working out definitely has improved my mental health, and I'm so happy. Like something so small like going to the gym and just like walking can improve your life so much. I'm so happy to continue with this journey, and I can't wait to see what it brings me. So yeah, this I think someone, if anyone needed a video to like just start with their lifestyle change, I think this is it. Join me in the journey. We can do this, we can do this, we can do this. I'm also really trying to improve my relationship with God. Keyword, my relationship with God. So as you can see, even I have my Bible here. So I'm trying to read it. I really just like, I want to understand God. I want to hear his word. I want to talk to him. I want him to continue being my friend. Because I feel like I want him to like, I just want to continue being close to God, and yeah. So something else I did is yesterday I actually bought this. I was complaining to my friend how my cramps were so bad, and she recommended I try drinking this, and she said that it has worked for her and it completely removed her cramps. So I hope this helps with my cramps. Please feel free to leave a comment and tell me your reviews on Arrowroot. I got it from Harriet Botanical. So I picked it up in town. It was 1,500 for this. So they talked about I need to drink it every day in the morning. So I hope the next time my period comes that the cramps will be less. I know that's TMI, but I have very serious cramps and a lot heavy bleeding. So I hope this helps. My wake-up call, and one of the things that really like told me I need to go to the gym was how I could not walk without panting. Like something as simple as putting on jeans or a pair of pants like had me panting and sweating. That's when I just realized like I need to do something about my body. Like I'm not heading in the right direction. And then like my heart used to beat so fast. Like I used to be scared. I was like, what is happening? I had never felt feelings like this before. So like that was my wake-up call. I remember being in a changing room and trying to put on clothes, and I just could not. The thought of removing jeans and just putting it on was like just a no. And I noticed it had started affecting me because I started to buy clothes that I was sure fitted me, and I just didn't want to try putting it on. That's how lazy or how tired or how unhealthy I had gotten. So that was my wake-up call. I'd love to know what your wake-up call was or is, or yeah, you understand like the gist, like what just made you realize you need to like have a lifestyle change. Editing Michelle here, I just wanted to come in and tell you a quick tip that I learned. One, I bought a smartwatch for counting steps. I have this Oraimo one. I just wanted something to count my steps and my movement and to track that. Two, I started watching a movie while at the treadmill. So like I'd try and get like a 40-minute movie or a 40-minute episode series. One, I learned that I used to look at the time and just want that time to get so fast, and I was like getting discouraged. So I learned a trick, or I saw someone talking about watch a movie or watch a series while on the treadmill. So that's what I used to do. Like I used to try and get a movie that's like 40 minutes, or yeah, so I can split it in like 20 minutes. So this whole time while I'm walking on the treadmill, I don't focus on the time, I'm just looking at the movie and enjoying it. And yeah, so I don't know if that tip will help someone, like try and look for a movie or something to just watch. Or for some people, I know they like listening to podcasts. For me, I found the movie or series way more efficient, so I limited this series that I'm watching to only watching it while at the gym on the treadmill. Yeah, I think that is all I had for today's video. Feel free to leave a comment, an encouragement, a testimony, anything. Feel free to do that, and I will see you again in my next video, okay? Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at JustABantu, on TikTok at JustABantu, and on Facebook. I'll make sure I leave all the links in the description box, and I'm looking forward to like reading your comments, your reviews, the good, the bad, the what, the comments. Make sure keep it cute, keep it nice in the comment section, okay? I'm looking forward to reading all your comments. Thank you so much guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and I'll see you in my next video, okay? Bye.